Good morning, everyone. My name is Will St. Jean. I'm 28 years old, born in August 10th, 1980. Born in Haiti, in a little town called Bonai. Many of you may have heard about this town, but it's only during hurricane season. It's when like the city's all flooded. Think of it like Cold Springs under 14 to 15 foot of water. In the past 3 to 4 years, at least 4,000 people have died. And it's one of those things to where that's what it is. But I'm from there. Back in the 80s, it was easy to travel. All you had to do was borrow someone's passport. With that being said, in 1989, I ended up in Fort Lauderdale. My parents were below middle-class immigrants, you can say. They did all they could to provide for us. Growing up was still hard. My brother and my cousin and I, we shared our clothes, our shoes. Think about it like I have this on. Friday, my brother would wear the same outfit. On Monday, kids would make fun of us, but that's how it was in the early 90s, because once you're coming from another country, it's very hard to actually excel because you got a language barrier and things like that. Fortunately for us, when we were going to school, I attended elementary school, middle school, and high school here. When we were attending school, we had a advantage because of the TV shows. Some of you may have heard of Sesame Street. Well, my brother and I, we just glued in front of the TV almost 24/7 if we could, just to watch Count Dracula, Cookie Monster, Big Bird. We learned all of our vowels there. It helped us a lot. Right in high school, I ran track and cross country. Maybe some of you have ran cross country and track. I used to. That was my favorite sport. My brother played basketball, but that was my, I guess, my God-given talent. My fastest time in the mile was 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Anybody ever ran a mile in? You ran under 5 minutes?
No, not your time.
Also in cross country, my fastest time was 15 minutes and 22 seconds. I puke at each time. Every time I break the 5-minute mile barrier, I puke. The same with the 3 miles. With that type of talent, I ended up getting a scholarship at Alabama State University. I ran there 2 years. But Alabama State University is like, you know, another country. Coming from Florida, you know, you have a melting pot in Florida, and then you go to Alabama State University. It's like, you know, it's either half white, half black. It was one of those things to where that the only diversification you can actually get is actually being in a school, because kids got scholarships and they came. I ran track and cross country there for about 2 years, and then after that I got hurt. It was like in high school we used to train 50 miles a week. When you get to a college level, you're actually going against adults, and we used to train at like 100 miles a week. We used to run 100 miles a week, which was very, very tough. And Alabama is like hilly. It's not flat like Florida, so it seemed easy in Florida. It was so funny. After I come back on breaks, I used to run so much faster because of the fact that we used to just running up on hills and down. But anyway, that didn't last. After I got hurt, went to Orlando, went to DeVry University. DeVry University was a pretty good experience for me. I wanted to be in telecommunication. Back when I was in high school, 1998, when I graduated, $60,000 seemed like it was something, you know? $60,000 today is nothing. So after figuring that wasn't going to work out, I actually didn't pursue that. I actually started going to try to look into opening a business because I knew that after doing some research, found it out all the Bill Gates, all of those guys, they actually own businesses. So I went in, got my real estate license, started doing well in mortgages. From 2004 to 2007, things were, wonderful. Needless to say, today, things are a little tough. So, the economy is down, but I invested, I don't know if any of you have done this, but I invested most of my money in real estate, 90%. I didn't know any better, and things have faltered, but it's a good thing I'm 28 and not 58, so I have time to make it up. During the real estate ages, I got married, I got 2 beautiful kids. Now I am involved in financial services, helping people get out of debt and stay out of debt, because even though that is very important during the days of crisis. All in all, to sum up my short 28 years of life, I'm very grateful to be in America. When I go back home, I see kids who are way smarter than me, way more intelligent than me, and they are not even close to where I am. So I'm proud to be a Haitian American. Thank you.